No way. I can't believe it. It's not true. It's not happening. It's a dream. It's a nightmare. It's a heaven. It's hell. Whatever you want to look at it as. Just when you thought it was safe to stop collecting different variations of Paul McCartney's McCartney III vinyl, we got more coming. I just can't believe it. I thought we've seen it all. I thought we've went through it all, going back to last December, going back almost a year ago. No, it's not over yet. Just found out on Paul McCartney's Facebook page that Paul is going to be unleashing yet another variation of the colored wax. That's right. This one is a very, I have to admit, attractive splatter yellow vinyl. It's yellow and black splatter with a dye on the cover that's a yellow dye. Okay? And that's got me, because I like to collect the McCartney III, different albums, but I'm of two minds about it, folks. Look, on the one hand, I, just like a lot of you, I think to myself, look, does this record company know no bounds? I mean, is it necessary to have every single kind of color out there? I've been through many opinions on this. I've done videos on this. I've done shows on this. I did a Fab Gab show you might want to check out, where I talked about how much is too much and this and that and the other thing. The bottom line, folks, is whatever makes you happy or not, I suppose it comes down to. As I sit here, I do not have every single color. I do not have every variation of McCartney III. But I thought to myself a while ago, for this one album title, just for the one album, it may be fun as a collector to try to get as many as I can in this particular series. And as I've said earlier, the yellow one, yellow splatter that is, with the yellow dye on the cover, is actually pretty appealing looking. Now, I don't want people to get mixed up about this one, because a lot of people out there are saying that supposedly this is the same Third Man yellow release that was out, one of the first titles that got sold out, that's people are paying $5,000 for on eBay and stuff. No, that's not the one. This is not that. So don't think that this particular edition is the one. You may remember, I'll describe it to you if you don't know. We had originally a yellow vinyl that I do not own. I don't have it, but it's a yellow vinyl with 3 black dots, like the number 3 across it. That's actually grinded down and made from copies, I believe, of McCartney II and maybe McCartney I, I think, records that they grinded them down to make the vinyl with for that. Those sold out fast. They only made, like, I don't know, 300 or so copies of that originally. And now they go for a king's ransom. So a lot of people out there are thinking that some people are going to be getting screwed. Those people out there, those doctors, those dentists, those lawyers, those auto mechanics, those ones who actually paid a lot of money for them, I think they're getting screwed because now they're going to reissue them. No. This yellow one that's coming out is not that. It's a totally different, unique thing on its own. Yet another variation. It's a splatter wax. Yellow with black vinyl together on it. All right, that's the first thing I want to say. So what am I going to do about this? Well, what I've heard, according to the Facebook page, that there were about 330 copies that are first coming out, and that those are selling right now, but that afterwards there are going to be another 3,000 copies making their way to the shelves of independent record stores. So if you go to a certain record store that specializes in vinyl, independent record store, you will be able to maybe get it there. I'm not going to go out of my mind to get this. I'm going to try to get one. I'm not going to pay a lot for it. I'm not going to pay more than the standard amount for it, just like I didn't pay a lot for a few others that I missed. Just going to pay the standard price if I can get it. If I don't get it, so be it. I have enough. But I'm anxious for myself, and it's an own personal choice of mine and nobody else's choice to get it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. No harm, no foul if I don't get it. But I wanted to say something that I find interesting. Yes, it's the same old story. Here we go again with the same old McCartney beating a dead horse, milking the cow dry. Here we go again. And there is a certain degree of, like, in my mind of like, gee, Paul, what are you doing? Do you have to do this? I mean, it's getting a little silly now, but at the same time, I can't deny that I'm somewhat interested and I want it. I know that's what they're banking on. They're banking on people that are collectors that are going to buy every variation. Once again, for those that have wax in their ears, I didn't buy every variation. I don't have every variation. Just the ones that I really want. So, there you go. But also along the lines on Facebook and other places on social media, I'm reading the usual complaints and sarcasm and wisecracks going along, especially by a lot of people who are using terms like fools and suckers for people that happen to be interested in obtaining this and past variations. Look, let me tell you something. You're all entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. So your opinion is that people who buy these things are suckers or fools. My opinion is the true suckers and fools are those who worry and get agitated and feel they have to dictate what people should buy or not and what people are spending their own money on. If you get yourself all uptight about that and feel you have to go on social media and call names and everything, you guys are the suckers and fools. Just my opinion, okay? Anyway, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. All depends how easy it is to get a hold of. Cheers.